Hello, welcome to Crazy Worms. My name's Ralph. Today we're going to be working on bin number 1. This is one of my oldest bins. I started out with 1,000 worms from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm back about 7 months ago, and my worms have been multiplying ever since. Today I have 4 bins, and today I'm going to be doing a feeding and a fluffing and check on the well-being here of the bins, the worms in bin number 1. It's a golf ball I used to mark where I fed at last. It's a nice healthy worm there. Good. Hope we find many more of them. I put these coffee filters on top here because I have more coffee filters than I know what to do with, so I'm trying to get rid of them. Things are looking good here. Okay, this is where we fed at last time. It's been about a week, about 7 days since we fed. And last time I was in here, I had some corn. And there it is, still here. But I can tell you that the worms definitely like the corn. And it's not a tight worm ball, but it's a bunch of worms. Not sure what this is actually. Looks like a combination of some food, some paper, and some worm chow. Definitely has an earthy smell to it. We'll be working this corn back in. Let's get this bin fluffed up, and I want to set up a migration pattern again today and try and get the worms to move over. Look at all those worms. Look at that. Hundreds and hundreds of worms. And they're scattered throughout this bin. Lots and lots of baby worms. Look at all those babies. Moisture content is really good. You can see that it holds tight but breaks up when you give it a little bit of a crush. Lots and lots of worms. Okay, I'll move this stuff over, and this stuff I'm going to put it over here on my plastic. I did put some carbon in here in the form of some cardboard and paper last time I was in here, trying to dry this end out some so I can do an easier harvest of some okay, get it leveled off good. I'm going to continue to feed over here on this end, so hopefully we'll encourage the worms to move to this side of the bin, because I want to harvest some of this over here. Put our worms, look at that. Isn't that amazing how many worms can get into such a small area? Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's get our food tray. Our food tray today, we have a pretty good selection of variety of food. That looks like a tomato, some squash, more squash, onion, apple core, a big piece of banana. Let's see if we can shred that up a little bit, just to give it a little bit more accessibility. Tomato, cabbage stem, a banana, and another piece of apple core and some lettuce. That's a pretty good feeding. Let's give it some worm chow. Okay, that's enough. We'll get some coffee. See what we've got here. Looks like we've got some coffee there with a filter. We'll shred that filter up. It's still nice and wet. And let's see. Let's grab these filters we had on top from the previous feeding. We'll get those down in there. Hopefully they'll start breaking down good. I know it takes about 3 cycles for them to get broken down good. There we go. Now let's put some oyster shell in there. Worms don't have a stomach like humans do. They have a gizzard like a chicken. So they need to have grit. Okay, that'll take care of that feeding there. And we'll cover this up. And as I've said several times, I don't put the food very deep in the soil, because compost worms typically work in the top portion of the food. get a paper to go in here. Put that on. Wet it down good. And that will take care of that. Now, forgot to put my golf ball in. There we go. And let's see what we've got here. Got our black plastic with some worms and lots of casting still on it. And folks, thank you for tuning in and watching today. This concludes our treatment on bin number 1. Have a great day. Thanks.